Today, I'll be reviewing one of the strongest characters in the entire game, the power version of Kenpachi Zaraki. Please keep in mind that my review and ratings are strictly opinions and don't actually mean anything. For this review, I decided to focus on a normal attack damage build and have raised his stats as high as I could. Let's begin. Now we all know that Kenpachi is a really good character, which is why I was surprised to learn that his stats are actually terrible. In fact, his only really decent stat is his attack stat. Lucky for Kenpachi, the SP and focus don't really matter on him, so it doesn't really matter that they're both low. Stamina, however, is a different story. At the time of this recording, there are actually 200 characters in the game with higher stamina, 80 of which are 5 stars. And if you think that's bad, his defense is even worse. It's actually typed for the lowest defense in the entire 6-star lineup, excluding of course the character that shouldn't even exist. In fact, there are actually some 4 stars with a higher defense than him, and that's saying a lot. Red Kenny's strong attacks are also pretty bad. Being one of the very first 5 stars to ever be released, his strong attacks are basically glorified melee attacks. Now if you're new to the game, you may be asking yourself, how is it possible that a character with such garbage stats and terrible strong attacks be one of the most sought after and powerful characters in the game? The answer lies with Kenpachi's abilities and his ultimate. Kenpachi possesses 2 of the most rare and overpowered abilities in the entire game. Poise, which negates staggering when enemies hit him, allowing him to be attacking at all times, and Flurry, which basically makes his regular attacks hit twice. At that point, you might as well just double his attack. As of this recording, only 3 other characters in the entire game have that ability, and 2 of them are the other versions of Kenpachi. He also has a useful soul trait called Last Stitch Survival, allowing him to survive with 1 HP if he should be killed. These abilities make him a monster, but his real power comes out when he uses his ultimate, temporarily boosting his attack and focus by 33% and defense by an insane 80%, effectively making his base defense 441, much higher than any other character in the game. Unfortunately, this effect only lasts for about half a minute, but you can increase it with accessories. His Poise and Flurry abilities make him an absolute beast in PvP, being able to mow down a lot of characters in seconds. His only real downside being his defense. The same could be said with Kenpachi's co-op review, although you do have more control over when Kenny uses his ultimate boost, allowing you to gain a lot of defense whenever you most need it. Sadly though, the boost doesn't do anything for Kenny's stamina. You also need more than half a minute to get past some of the really difficult raids, and unlike other characters, he doesn't have 2 flash steps to rely on to avoid enemy hits. Despite his strong attacks lacking any real creativity, he's still a really fun character to play. There's something really fun about going on a double damage rampage that doesn't slow down, even if this recklessness can lead to an early death. Overall, this iteration of Kenny ends up being a huge asset to any player. His stats may not be as high as we may want them to be, but I'd say his abilities more than make up for it. This is why I'm giving this version of Kenny a 7.4 out of 10. Thank you for watching this episode of the review. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe for more content, and let me know which characters you'd like me to review next in the comments down below.